All right, some of you are learning Ode to Joy. You know, this is one song that is so familiar that most of the time I just go right to singing this. Right to playing this song with students or um, anyone who wants to learn it. Rather than learn the words, they're a little bit, you know, the words have some complications. The word sin is in there, and it's not always that fun to sing sin with children. So, but most people know this tune. They've heard it. They've heard people play the piano. So it's not a tune that we need to sing to be able to remember how it goes. And of course, it's from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, the end of the symphony. So, if you decide to listen to Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, you'll be listening to a lot of music before you get to Ode to Joy, but boy, is it worth it. Anyway, Ode to Joy does not use as many notes as some of the other songs. It does use these notes: G, A, B, switch for C, and high D, which is like C with the thumb off. It also uses the low D, which we've done in Carpenters and Bakers, which comes later in the song. So I'm going to start with the beginning. You'll see the first two phrases are very similar. It's just the end of the phrase is different. Okay, that's all the way through. I'll just do, you can roll back and play over and over again with the straight through version. But for those of you who want a little extra practice, continue on with me now. One of the things that's tricky with this is doing this switch between B and C. So let's practice 2 B's, then 2 C's, then 2 B's, then 2 C's. Ready? Good. So you'll want to practice that till you get used to that switch. Now let's practice doing 2 B's, 2 C's, then 2 D's, and then back to 2 C's again, and then repeat that. That'll give you practice doing first the switch and then the thumb coming off, thumb coming back on, and switch again. This confuses people sometimes. So here we go. There we go. So now you are ready to do it in time with the way the songs are, the tones are ordered in the song, which goes like this. Good. So you're going to try that with me. I'm throwing my thumb way out here so you can see that it's not on. You just need to lift it off the hole, and you do not have to do this whole hitchhiking gesture. Just lift it off the hole and you'll be ready. Here we go. Good. Then the next part of the song, this is a pretty easy part. Good. right, let's play that again. Starting on G. All right, then we're going to play the beginning the same way, but the end of the phrase is different. So here's the beginning. And now it's different. Let's just play that last part so you see how it's different than the first time through. That's it. So the first time through, you do. So it leaves kind of a question. Then the second time, after we play that opening part, it ends with. That gives it a little bit more settled, finished feeling. Then we have the section that's very different than the rest of the song, starting on an A. Well, I just zoomed right through that. So it has this little switch in the middle. So far, so good. But then we have to do this. So let's practice that a few times. Remember that when we go from B to C, we have to lift one and put the other one down. So it's the famous switcheroo. So we're going to start here on A. Do you want to just play a couple times? Let's do that. And again. Okay, now we're going to add the G. Again like that. So putting it all together, we start on the A. And then quickly you have to put 3 and 3 down to get the low D. So we're all the way up here on A, and we add all these fingers to get the low D. Again, A, and then there it is. And I'm going to play the way this leads back into the more familiar part of the song, because there's a special moment where the B is held a little extra long. You'll see. So we're going to start on this section in the middle here on the 2 A's. Did you see how that B has a little extra length to it? That's the way Beethoven wrote it. A lot of times people just play it the regular way like we did at the beginning of the song. But I love this part of the Beethoven, the original Beethoven version, where the B comes in a little early and hangs over. Now you're ready to play the whole song through, which you could do by just going back to the beginning, but we're going to just play it right now. Save you the trouble of rolling back. Ready? Start on B. Here we go. is Ode to Joy by Beethoven.